Alright guys, it's time to explore another world of fantasy adventure in the Song of Seven, Chapter 1.
The Song of Seven, Chapter 1 is an adventure game by Enlightened Games. You play as Kiba, a shy boy who loves playing his lyre. He lives in a tiny town named Kami, where people are so afraid of the outside world that they've built a big wall around themselves.
That's right. A recent storm has bust a hole in the fence. And as Kiba goes to fix it, he meets Emma, a bold girl who lives outside the wall. After some convincing, Kiba ventures beyond the wall, and together the two embark on an adventure.
Well, the first thing you'll notice about this game is just how good it looks. The environments are absolutely breathtaking. There are gorgeous fields, mountains, forests, and deserts. Not to mention this sunset. Wow.
I know, right? The areas are so varied and beautiful, it's stunning. And the character design is charming.
I like how expressive their body language is. You can see Kiba's apprehension or Emma's bold confidence in the way they stand and move. And this helped to flesh out the world a little more and sell the story. But the lack of voice acting made it feel oddly empty. I just would have appreciated a bit of wordless mumbling to make it feel like they were actually talking.
Yeah, that would have given them a bit more personality instead of just seeming like robots.
What?
Oh, no, the simple kind of robots, Aaron, the poorly programmed ones.
Well, moving on to gameplay. It's classic point-and-click inventory-based puzzling. You'll find items in the world and you'll have to combine them or use them in particular ways in order to progress. Unfortunately, they don't seem to have done anything new with the formula.
Yeah, it felt a bit dated, didn't it? It's just not that fun randomly clicking and trying to find a solution. And often there'd be red herrings thrown in or everything would be based on trial and error. And that just didn't feel elegant at all.
Some puzzles also call for old-school pen and paper to solve. For example, this series of musical puzzles matches symbols on the stone stack with musical notes. You'll need to write down the order, that is, if you're a human and lack a photographic robot memory.
Darren, I'm sorry for what I said about robots before. Look, I love robots. Some of my favourite people are robots. Well, anyway, I found that puzzle really frustrating. I had no idea how to decipher the missing notes. Eventually, I just went online and looked at a walkthrough, but even that didn't explain how the puzzle actually works, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I just sort of stumbled across the solution with guesswork, which didn't feel very satisfying. And overall, the gameplay just lacks a bit of polish. I was constantly getting caught on things as I ran through the environment, and there were so many loading screens between areas.
Affirmative. This allows the game to create a nice cinematic experience through set camera angles, but it's quite bothersome when running back and forth between areas. Oh, but what did you think of the story?
Well, this is where the game really shone for me. It really feels like there's a rich history and lots of mystery in this world. I mean, it's fairly simple conceptually, but I still found it intriguing and heartwarming.
I really liked the positivity that underpins this game. The developers have said, and I quote, "They believe games can add value to our lives by overcoming obstacles, using intellect, and creating emotional connections." And I think this attitude is pretty evident. It's like they're trying to make you feel empowered.
Oh, we should also warn that there are some scenes in this game that younger spawnlings might find a bit scary.
Yeah, that's true. Bajo, what did you think overall?
Well, I think this is a charming experience. It's just a shame that the game part of the game doesn't really hold up. I would have preferred less busy work and more storytelling, because that's where this shines.
Absolutely, it is a beautiful game, and I did get quite wrapped up in the story. It's just a shame the gameplay was a bit of a letdown, so I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
I'm giving it 2 out of 5.